Hello everyone, welcome back to Project Management Minecraft style. I went ahead and cleaned up all the stuff that I had in my intro here, and I'll go ahead and get started on my first idea that I wanted to implement using this system that I've introduced. So let's go ahead and go back down to the ground here. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah. Honestly, since I've started using smart moving here, I've actually kind of taken to liking third-person view a little bit more, which is kind of cool. So let's go ahead and go back into first person. There we go. And now the first thing that I wanted to do, present my idea for the project. The idea for this project actually came from a video that I saw featuring B000100, one of the Minecraft people here on YouTube. So basically, he was on the Minecraft server, and he decided to take a tour of another Minecracker. Goes by the name of Arcus. And his base there on the Minecraft server. Now, during that tour, there was actually a view of a nice big area full of chests going basically really high up. Just everywhere in walls. So yeah, it's like chest, block, chest, and yeah, the chests were going like way up, big time. So B00 mentioned that what would be really cool is to get a system like that working on a conveyor belt. Conveyor belt is basically what I wanted to see about making here. Of course, an actual conveyor belt wouldn't be terribly feasible here without some different mod support. And as far as I understand, the conveyor belt systems that I've seen on Minecraft so far are basically for transporting items, not particularly for storing them. Of course, you can use chests for storing the items, but actual chests on a conveyor belt, as far as I understand, is not particularly feasible. So what I intend on doing here is, instead of making a conveyor belt using the chests, I'm going to actually put the chests on Red Power 2 frames. And I'll have a nice little setup here, nice big wall building type thing, where I can actually switch one particular area of the wall so a different chest can appear on the press of a button. That should be really cool. In my opinion, it'll be really interesting. So let me set up an area here and get the main idea set up using signs here. So I will be right back when that is completed. Okay, I've got the basic idea here in signs, at least written down. So basically what I plan on doing here, the idea is the chest conveyor with Red Power 2 frames. The main idea is to make a machine that'll change chests in a central location at the push of a button, as I said before. The chests will move with Red Power 2 frames and motors. I also plan on adding a display that'll be added to at least show you what's inside the chest. In some of the sorting machines that I've made since messing around with Red Power 2, I've really liked adding signs next to chests to give you at least what's inside the chest, so it'll make item hunting a little bit easier. So in this build, there's going to be 12 chests that you can choose between. yeah, it's like in the machine, 2 buttons will move the frames either up or down or left or right. I should have changed that. Let's see. A glass window will show a sign behind it, and that'll be attached to the moving frames. And hope to have a small central location for access to the chest. Alright, so the build must be able to be concealed in a wall or in a rock face, or you could put it in like a cave station. Say if you had it in an abandoned mine shaft, per se, you could put it into a wall and conceal it, except for the actual station where you're gonna get the pieces. So yeah, there are 2 different orientations in my idea here. You could either put it in like a low-lying and long hill or a wall, kind of like this. Yeah, big old face here, or you could put it in a tall building. So if you had maybe a 4 or 5 story building, you could get basically a face for things and get your station set up that way. Okay, so for my known requirements, basically items that I'm going to need, I'm going to need 2 frame motors, 2 buttons, more than 24 frames. Yeah, one for each chest and for each sign that I intend on putting for actually showing the items. And so I'm going to need covers and panels to help with the wiring and stuff. I am going to need at least 1 piece of glass or a pane, 12 chests, and some red alloy wire, and I do want to make that insulated. So if you're looking in here, let's check out wire here. You've got the regular red alloy wire, and you've got insulated red alloy wire. Basically, you can color code any wire, and different colors. Say if you had magenta and brown, then if you put them right next to each other, they would not connect to each other, which is a really cool feature there. So very awesome. Let's see, another thing that we're going to need, let's put another sign here. We're going to need let's see here, going to need a bluetricity source. Yeah, so that'll be either thermopiles or solar panels. And I'm also going to need blue alloy wire to connect everything. Yeah, the bluetricity source is specifically for the red power items, specifically the what are they? The motors. Yes. Okay. So with that, there's our basic idea so far. So next, what we're gonna do here. So just like in my intro video, I'm going to basically break it down into our parts. So let's go here. So our chest conveyor for our main idea. Done. Okay. So for the chest conveyor, we're gonna need. Let's see. We're gonna need the housing. Or of course you could dig things out, you know, a housing, like a building, or a hole dug out in a cave or something like that. Or a hole to be concealed. Cool. Okay. And over here, considerable distance away, there we go, we're going to need the frame machine. Okay. So, the housing, what I'm actually going to do is make a building for it. So, this is going to be a rather large building. I have a feeling that the building is going to be about, I want to say, make a safe bet, a 7 by 7 by however tall. 7 by 7 building. Let's see, as for how tall we're going to need to make it, we're going to need to make it at least 26 blocks high, or at the very least, that's how much vertical space I'm going to need, or horizontal. So yeah, that's one thing that I really think. Excuse me, I'm up in the air about. Whether I want to make it a vertical or a horizontal frame machine. Heck, it might be easier to do it horizontal, but I think I actually want to do it vertical. So definitely give me your opinion on this, whether you think you want a nice tall building or if you want like a big wall to conceal this. So yeah, comment please, that would be great on this one. So we're going to need at least the 7 by 7 area. Anything else in particular here? We're going to need at least 24 block space. Cool. So done there. Cool. Let's see. So that'll basically cover that. So that's going to be a lot of blocks building there. And then as for the frame machine, we're going to need, let's see here, to move the chests in 2 directions. Okay. Gonna need to attach chests to frame. And we're going to need to connect to 2 buttons, 1 for each direction. Cool. Okay. Let's see here. And of course we're gonna need to hook up power for everything, but that's basically how we're gonna get it moving. So no worries there. Cool. So with that, that's our basic idea, what we're gonna need to do, and all of that good stuff. So beyond that, we just need to get it built, which would be really cool. So definitely give me your comments on what you would like to see, either a vertical or a horizontal machine built. I think the horizontal machine would be a little bit easier for me to build, but I really don't care whether it's vertical or horizontal. I actually was intending on building it vertical. That way it would basically go up 12 blocks and down 12 blocks. So yeah, I was going to dig out an area. So at least it didn't put too much of a footprint on it. And okay, so next episode, what I'm going to do is go ahead and build that Gantt chart. Basically going to entail how long I think this the building and the making of the machine itself is going to take. I'm going to break it down into a little bit different areas here, and put it into a time frame. See how long I think it's going to take. And with that, I hope you enjoyed the next one. I hope you enjoyed this one as well. And I will see you next time.